Hello everyone, Silverconundrum here. I come to you today with a question. A very thought-provoking question. This question is very provocative in nature. Now, many of you will unsubscribe. Some of you are going to get disgusted. And some of you are going to cheer. So let's get started, shall we? Have you been brainwashed by the powers to be? Are you susceptible to all of the BS that they have been shoving down your throat since you were a child? No, you're smarter than that? Okay. Well, let's do a little thought experiment, shall we? Donald Trump is the greatest president that has ever graced the United States' soil. Or how about this one? Me personally, I think that Joe Biden is going to be the greatest president to ever set foot in the Oval Office. Now, did either one of those two phrases bother you? Did you cheer for either one of those two phrases? Did one of them phrases make you angry? Upset? Did you instantly just feel your blood pressure rise up? If you did, then you have been brainwashed. Because here's why. It doesn't matter who was in office. It doesn't matter who your politicians are. They pass laws based off of what the central banks and their own personal agendas are. These people are on boards of major corporations. And if they're not on the boards, they are affiliated with them in one way, shape, or form. So when you think that Donald Trump or Joe Biden are going to be a solution to a problem, you are sadly mistaken. They are literally two sides of the same coin being flipped by the master manipulators called the central bank. These central banks, they are the ones who have manipulated every single facet of the American economy since 1913. Do you know what happened in 1913 to precious metals? They got devalued, especially silver. Just so happens that's the same time the Federal Reserve came into power. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people say that our national debt is based off of Republican and Democrat, but it's not. You can go to usdebtclock.org and you can look at the debt double every year, or every 10 years, I should say, under the little tab that's there. And you can look at it for yourself. It doesn't matter if it's a Republican or Democrat. It doesn't. It's all by design. It's all about the government having the ability to spend what they do not have. And the second you wake up to this fact, and the second you realize that these people are just there manipulating you and doing things to you to allow for your brain to be washed and whitewashed over with other things that they want you to know about, then, and only then, will you wake up. Precious metals have been an answer to a lot of things. There are some people out there who says precious metals are nothing but a waste of time. They're doorstops. And you know what? Them people couldn't be more wrong if they ate a bowl full of glass. Precious metals have saved humanity since the dawn of its founding. It is a natural, how do I put this? It is a natural money. It is the preferred exchange between two people. It is what people gravitate to naturally. When you can wake up and you can realize that, hey, I have been manipulated all my life. I've been taught that this fiat currency is the answer to my problems, then you know that you have become awoken. Think about this. If we go to war with another country, who finances that war? The central bank does. Well, who finances that war for the other side? The central bank does. The central bank finances the war for both sides. They win. They get what they want. They get your ignorant, complicit obedience. Meanwhile, they're getting all of the benefits. They're reaping all of the rewards. Meanwhile, your children and your family, or even you, shed blood and life and limb for an ideology that's a lie. Stop, step back, and think about what's going on. Guess what? Nobody hates anybody unless you're told to. Nobody hates anybody unless you're fucking told to. Let that sink in. Personally, I've been around the world several times, and I've never dealt with racism. I've seen what people try to call racism. I've seen what people try to call, I don't know what you call it between two different religions, but I've seen what people try to call it. When I was in Saudi Arabia, I watched Muslims help Christians. I've watched Christians help Muslims. They lived side by side. They didn't hurt each other. And all of a sudden, one day, you wake up, and then they were told to hate each other. And then you have all these bombings and people bleeding over each other. In America, we have people being told to hate each other. Why? Because the news medias tell us to. We're being brainwashed. We're being told to do something that we know is not right, but we do it anyway. This brings us full circle back to precious metals. We know precious metals are an answer, but people are being brainwashed to think that it's not. They're being brainwashed to think that precious metals are just a doorstop. Our politicians and the central banks have done nothing but manipulate us into thinking that everything is bad. Fiat currency is the answer. White people hate black people. Mexicans hate Muslims. Muslims hate Christians. The Spanish hate English. The truth of the matter is nobody hates anybody unless they're told to. Precious metals are an answer to a fiat system. And the only reason people don't think it is because they've been told it's not since the time they were children. When you have a YouTube video, Silver Game of Thrones had it on his video earlier today. When you have a dog that is pooping and gets 1 million views and likes, there's a problem. People are freaking stupid. Yes, this aggravates me. And you can probably hear it in my tone of voice. Why? Because I love my brothers. I love my sisters. We are all part of the same problem. And we are the solution. We are the solution and the answers. We have everything we need in us. But when you got people spending more time knowing what's going on with a dog pooping in a video than they do looking at what's going on in the world, and they're being brainwashed to think that, hey, a fiat currency, if they keep printing more fiat currency, as long as I get some of it, I'm good. There's a problem with that, people. We need to help awaken everybody. Step outside of our comfort zone. Be the teacher. Be the educator. Be the shoulder to lean on when your brother's weak. Nobody has to go down a road of violence, but we do need to go down a road of solidarity with each other. And I'm not talking about this bullshit stuff you see on TV solidarity. I mean real solidarity. One where you will not let your brother go down without a fight. One where your brother will not let you go down without a fight. Folks, wake up. Look at who is manipulating us. Look at who is manipulating everything around us. And when you realize it, then, and only then, you will realize it doesn't matter who is in power. As long as a central bank holds what it has, they're the ones who makes the rules, because they are the ones that have the gold. There's a reason why they devalue everything. It makes it easier for them to get their hands on it. I love you guys enough to say what's going on. And you may not like it. You may be disgusted and turned off by it. But you know what? The truth of the matter remains. I will fight and I will die for any of you if I had to. I want you all to wake up. I want you all to come to the realization that our politicians on both sides are putting us against each other. They are the ones that are saying silver and gold and precious metals are a lie. They're the ones that are saying the white man needs to hate the black man needs to hate the white man. Everybody needs to hate everybody. Because as long as we're looking at each other, we are not looking at the politicians. We are not watching them put their hands in the cookie jar. Guys, I'm going to get off my soapbox for a minute and tell you flat out, I love you. I swear on all that is holy in this world, I do. And I will do anything in this world that I can to try to make a better place for everybody that I can. I just hope that you guys do your part as well. I'll catch you guys on the next go around. Talk to y'all later. Bye.